Hey friends, I just wanted to come on today and basically have a chatty video where I am working through some of my thoughts as well as just explaining my 2022 planner lineup. This is probably the most planners at once I've ever used because usually I am a one planner kind of gal, but over the years of planning I have, figured out my planning style and what I need to carry on a daily basis and what can just be referenced. And so you'll see that kind of within my system. There's a lot of different aspects of my life that I have begun to compartmentalize, I guess, in a way, as far as my planning system goes. And you'll see that as I talk through here. So this is, as of right now, this is what I have for my 2022 planner lineup. I'm going to go over the, supplemental planner items that I'm going to be using that aren't necessarily I'm going to carry or be my everyday carry. Some of these I will only, access, once or twice a month, if that sort of thing. So first up, this is my Pocket TN. This is a documented journey cover. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is so smooth, and I absolutely love it. I mean, I just can't rant and rave about it enough. This is for journaling. So this first little insert, which is just a Webster's Pages journal. This is where I scripture write, and I have been doing this on and off for a long time, but pretty on since October, and I just love it. I can really tell a difference in my mentality. It keeps me focused when I write it, and once you get a habit into doing it, it's just part of your everyday routine. So I have that here, and usually on the days that I scripture write, I'll journal, or if I feel like I need a journal, then I'll scripture write. So I show myself grace in my planning, and so I might not be in here every single day. I try to, that's ideal, but I know that sometimes life gets crazy and you just can't. But this is my journal. I won't show you just because there's a lot of personal things in it. But I absolutely love pocket size for journaling. There is no stress in it. You fill up pages like crazy, so you get through your journal quicker. If you are one that can't really stick to journaling, or you get very overwhelmed at it, I highly recommend to journal in a pocket notebook. This is one that I just got at Walmart. For my next year, I will be using, let me see, this guy right here. It's a Leuchtturm. I'm not even know how to say it. I'm not even going to butcher it. And it's, for journaling, I like lined, and I will probably fill this up pretty quickly. It's got dated, it's undated, but it has numbered pages. That is neither here nor there when I journal because I don't index anything. But that'll go right in here, and I think that'll just look lovely up against that floral print. So that's for journaling. Any prayers, memories, thought processing, just working through, past things in everyday life. So that's one of my 2022 system, and like I said, I have been using that since October, so I'll just keep going through it. Next, this is a simplified little notebook. I thought that I was going to be planning in a Simplified Daily back in, oh gosh, I guess it was over the summer, and it was just too much for me. I don't like hourly, and it has an hourly. I love the company. I love the product itself, but I just couldn't do it anymore. So I kept this. I love this bee foil print. And this has, I'm not going to go into it because it's, has a lot of personal numbers in there, but this will be my health. This is one I don't use often. I will track my weight. It's fun for me to look over the past, you know, several years and see how my weight has fluctuated with different impacts from, you know, just life, like over, you know, all this COVID and the pandemic and being home and how that transfers into my health. So this basically just has, is a weight tracker. I might put notes in here about important things that I've had done in the past, but I usually keep that in another planner that I'll show you here in a little bit. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's to the point. And so that is a supplemental planner that I'm using. It's really just a notebook, but I like to have it for reference. My next is an Erin Condren meal planner. This is a new to me. I've been using it, let's see, since November, it looks like. I really like it. I'm not one to really plan breakfast and lunches, and then my boys' schedule is really weird, so I really only cook on the days that I have my boys. But I do like the shopping list side. I don't really utilize this meal prep strategy. I just, you know, have just been trying to build my pantry back up. But I like it. It's probably not going to be something that I will buy again, because like I said, I could probably just do this on a scratch sheet of paper and be perfectly fine, or in another version, in another one of my planners that I'll tell you about shortly. I'm sorry about the lighting, guys. It's very cloudy and overcast today. I live in Georgia, so we're just having a crazy December. But yeah, I love this. And I will use it until, you know, I'm planning on filling it all up, and I'll just use it until I can't anymore, and then I'll use something else. All right. The last of my supplemental planners I'm using is this Erin Condren Notes planner. This will be for reference. So long-term storage. Like permanent collections, almost like your collections of your bullet journal. That'll go pretty much in here. So I have some list ideas I want to put in here or add in here. Like some examples, I have wardrobe, yearly purchases, emergency prep, oil information, shopping lists to research. I have like little blurbs about parenting teens. Yay for teenage years. I have my TV show trackers that I always like to look back onto. Faith notes. Homesteading and natural minimalist garden plans. All of my word of the years that I have been able to remember or go back and find. And then, like I said, I'll just keep adding to this permanent collections that I would just like to look back on over the years. So this will probably last me, you know, quite a long time, several years. And then I'll either transfer what's still, you know, applicable to my life, or just, you know, get rid of. I'll always keep this, but I won't have to transfer it over to the next one. I really like this, but I don't know what is going on with my coil. I don't know if you can see, it's bent weird, so it messes the bottom of my pages up, which is really kind of irksome. But I mean, I've already started using it, and I'm not one to waste, so I'll just keep using it. But if anybody else, if you know how to fix this, comment below and let me know, because it does, like I said, it tears the bottom of my pages up, and it really bothers me. So that one was my reference. Okay, so I have been using my Erin Condren Life planner. This is the vertical layout since, I mean, this one started in September and I back planned. So I'm thinking October is when I really started to use it. And this has been my everyday carry. I like it. I needed something much more simple than I had been using. It is like I said, it's my everyday carry. I've been carrying it. I got a new purse just to be able to carry this huge thing. And so, yeah, I've been using this. I'm loving it. I am definitely more of a list making. I have a horrible memory. So when I list make or I mark tasks off, it's not for some gratification of, yay, I got things done. It's more so, when did I last do this? It's more of a tracking situation. And on, in another sort of area of that is just memories. I do have horrible memories, so I like to look back on things to jog my memory so that I can know when I did something or when my boys said something funny to me. And so this has been really, really working. Here I have different things that I like to do for each month, tasks. Usually some things surround holidays and things like that. My boys' schedule for 2021 and 2022. And then September is back plan. So all of this I went back and did, and you'll notice there's some things I didn't even feel like going back and writing in or anything. But I have tended to this top section up here is day specific or time specific. Just reminders for me, basically. This middle section right here tends to be more task related, and then this bottom section is what is more fluid and flexible and changes however I see fit. At the end of each month, I do my gratitude page. So here is October. I love these. Like I said, I love habit tracking. Any sort of habit tracking I tend to love. This month I did current faves. I usually put goals up here and a quote right here. And then this page has changed along the way as well. So here you can see time specific, day specific, tasks. Here I did a work section. I do have a just monthly planner from Simplified at work. But I work at the school that one of my boys goes to. And so work and home, they kind of end up merging together. So I tend to not need a specific just work only, because those really integrate into each other. I've tried doing meals here. I did gratitude here for a minute / memories. But you can kind of see this top section tends to always be those day specific. I usually put my zone over on the side, to-dos. Sometimes dinners, not always. I haven't been doing that the last couple weeks. But you can see when I first started, it was very basic pen and mild liner. Not really a whole lot of stickers. And in October, that's why I switched to Erin Condren in October, is because I really wanted something just simple and to the point. I was in personal rings, and I was just A, carrying too much that I didn't in the personal rings, and B, it was just beginning like sections and topics, and it was just too many lists, and I was just getting very overwhelmed. This is just straight to the point. And like I said, I like my task list, and that's, at the end of the day, that is really all I need. I need a monthly calendar and a place to jot down notes and task lists. And so that has, that worked really well for me. This was, Halloween week, so of course I had to put some stickers on there. November weekly tasks. So at the beginning, if you'll remember, I had this habit tracker here. This was personal tasks that I like to keep track of, like when I take my vitamins, and when I was tracking food, and when I change my contacts, devotionals, that kind of thing. This is household tasks. So laundry, dishes, making sure I do the kitty litter. And I'm not always perfect about filling it out. You can see, it's hit or miss, but as long as I have, something once or twice a week marked off on here, then I know that I probably did it more than that, and I'm okay. This month this was November, I tried to put meals to the side over here, and that worked fine. I had home section, Bible study section, which was that goes into my journal. School, I had orders here, and you can see it was all very similar. So I'll flip through this really quick. I pretty much kept the same layout. This month, I did for a little while do goals in the middle. So anything that was, you know, that was aiding me in a certain way. So my Bible study, my journaling, I would put some sort of tasks, but if it was something that I just needed to get done and get out of my mind, that went into the goal section. This is where I tracked my scripture writing every day. And then this is when I think I started with the, stickers again, and it's fun. That's what I like about the Erin Condren. You can or you can't, and it's all good. It looks cute. It's very functional either way. So I was still doing important tasks today, my goals, and a home section. And then here I was just like what I needed to remember. November gratitude, and then we have December, which is where we are. This month I put weekly tasks here so that they're kind of in conjunction with each other. Still my goals up here, to-do list here. Excuse me. And then we go in. So I've done my today section, my to-do section. This time I put just a little blurb about the day that I wanted to remember. It could be something, you know, it didn't necessarily have to be a gratitude. It was just something to remember that day. And so that is what I have done the last couple of weeks. And here we are on this week. This was my last week before break. Like I said, I work at a school. So kids were bringing me. I didn't even plan any dinners or anything. Ate junk food all week. This will be next week. And then I have December gratitude here. So this is working for me really good. And I do really like it. It is big, and I'm still not quite used to the bigness of it. But I'm just going to keep going with it. I've got some things that I like to reference, more on a daily or weekly, basis. And so these things are not in my reference planner too. They're just in here. So my routines, my zone cleaning, projects I want to do, someday maybe list, meals, my wants list, and books read for 2021 and 2022, and then a couple more pages. And then future planning, and then my pocket in the back. Okay, so now in conjunction with this, I have added a B6 Moterm cover for a Stalogy. I have been in one before in multiple sizes. I love the B6 size. I think it's a great in-between size. And so this is I had a thought that this was going to be my common book planner. But then I got to thinking that I don't really need a common book planner because I have my reference list. And if it was that important to me, then I would somehow integrate it into my reference, my Erin Condren reference planner. And so, I really just wanted to be able to, just scrawl something down on paper without having to think about it. Does it look pretty? Is my handwriting neat? I really wanted something that I can put task lists on, and do, if I wanted to do a little bit more tracking in here, to where it's all in one place. I love the paper. I love that I can it's just moldable, and I don't stress so much about keeping things in the, in the columns that they need to go on, and making it look neat, which I'm not a neat planner anyways, but I just wanted something that I can give myself even more grace with. And so this, I think, is going to end up being my daily planner. And this will probably be my everyday carry, and I will carry this and leave this at home unless I really feel like I just want to have this with me, and then that's totally fine too. And then if I use a page a day, I use a page a day, and if I don't do anything that day, I don't do anything that day. I probably won't sticker. I might put some washi in here, but just very, very low maintenance. I have had a lot of fun creative wise in here, and that was one thing that I was missing with my personal plant, my personal rings, was the creative side, because I wasn't using any washi and I wasn't using any of the tons of stickers I have. So to have this being something creative and fun, but that I don't necessarily need to bring around with me, I had to fill in that gap. And so this gap, this was the solution that I came to, because I have planned in one before, gosh, it was probably one of the longest times I stuck with a planner, and I think it was 6 or 7 months. And so I absolutely loved this, and I was just kind of craving it again. And so in a way, it'll be a common book, because I can put anything and everything I want. And then if I need to, you know, at the end of the month, transfer anything into either here or my reference book, then so be it. And then also, when I was talking about my meal planner, if at some point this will be done with and I won't use it anymore, and so I can just go put my shopping lists and notes and that kind of thing in here. No big deal. I won't do any journaling in here because I'll have my separate pocket journal. But yeah, so I am super excited for 2021. Like I said, a lot of this I have already been utilizing really since October, November, and it's been working really well. Now I just have to get my goals for the year is my next big task, now that I have all of this, and just make sure everything's prepped and I have everything where it needs to go, and you know, all that jazz. But I feel like I've got this system, and each little thing has a part, but it's not too overwhelming. I'm not carrying all this with me, but all of the things that are going around in my head have a place. And so it's sort of the best of both of all the worlds. And I hope it works. We all know we all plan, and it doesn't always end up going how we like it. We like to change things, but I've really gotten to the place where I really try to give myself a lot of grace with my planning, and that, and knowing what type of planner I am. I could have a wall calendar, a monthly wall calendar, to be completely honest, and it would totally be fine. But I do like to be creative, and I do like to have fun, and it is my hobby. But that doesn't mean, you know, I want to give my permission just to go all out, that kind of thing. So I feel like this year is going to be a really good balance between the two. But yeah, if you have any questions about anything, or you want me to do like any more flips or anything, comment below. And I hope y'all enjoyed, and thanks for listening to my rambles. And yeah, have a great day. Thanks, guys.